Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. Happy Memorial Day, or I always feel weird saying Happy Memorial Day. Um, so this afternoon, we're gonna just have a nice movement practice here. Hopefully you enjoyed the yin practice that I gave you the last time. So let's just start by taking a moment to be present, to get yourself settled in. Just feel the weight of your body. Feel the mat supporting you, the floor supporting you. Notice your breath. Relax your face and your jaw. And try to find a nice, even breath. Just to start to slow things down. Let's move into mountain breath. On an inhale, bring your arms out to the side and overhead. Take your time. Palms come together overhead. Your inhale may be done already. On your exhale, arms come out to the sides and down. Press the heels of your hands into your hip crease. Press into your femur bones. On an inhale, flip your palms, relax your shoulders, fill your lungs. On an exhale, stay here. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Complete your exhale. On an inhale, arms come out and overhead, creating the peak of your mountain, lengthening up. On an exhale, arms come out and down the width of your mountain. Press the heels of your hands into your femurs, creating a nice solid base to your mountain. Flip your palms, inhale, sit on the top of your mountain. And exhale, settle into the mountain. Let's do that once more. Inhale, arms out and overhead. Exhale, arms out and down. Flip your palms, inhale. And exhale. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice any sensations that arise in your body or even your mind. Maybe restlessness, maybe calm. Now let's practice Kapalabhati. You can stay seated. I like to come to sitting on my heels because it gives me a more upright torso. Hands on your thighs. I have my sit bones being supported by my heel bones. If you're kneeling, try that. In this Kapalabhati, you'll bring your chin to your chest. And we're focusing on your exhale, pulling your belly button into your spine. So it'll look like this. It'll kind of sound like a steam engine, okay? So we're gonna do a few rounds. So let's just take some practice breaths. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Take a 3/4 inhale and begin. Slow your breath, lift your head. Moisten your mouth if you need to. Try to keep your teeth relaxed when you're doing this. You might have the tendency to grind your teeth. Your exhales, you're pulling your belly button into your spine. Your inhales are just relaxed enough. They do what they need to do to make the inhale happen. You're focusing on your exhale. Let's do that another round. We're going to do it 2 more times. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a 3/4 inhale. Pull in your belly button. Soften your breath, slow your breath, lift your head. So that was a little bit longer. Maybe you start to notice tightness or engagement in your belly muscles or your back muscles, and that's fine. We're using those muscles. This is one of the rare times when I tell you, when you feel a little bit of pain in the muscles, plow through it. So this is not injurious. We are strengthening core muscles by doing this. Let's do that once more. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a 3/4 inhale and begin. And slow your breath. Whew, I can feel that in my core muscles, in my abdominal muscles. Oh, I'm clearly not doing that enough recently. Kapalabhati creates a sense of energy in your body, and this also, it changes the ratio of oxygen and carbon dioxide, so it gives you this sort of elevated feeling. Kapalabhati means shining skull, so if you do this for a longer period of time, you may sense some sparkles. This is also why I'm talking a little bit more afterwards, to let you sort of cool down a little bit. All right, bring yourself to your easy seated position and to, let's start your torso rotations. So we're using the torso rotations now to help stretch out your back and your abdominal muscles from Kapalabhati. So I like to do it first. Sometimes I forget, but I like to do my pranayama first, Kapalabhati first, so that we can stretch out afterwards. Bring your rotation up into your belly, getting that low back. Bring it up into your rib cage, working on your shoulders, your shoulder blades, your chest muscles. Let's come back to center. Bring your other leg in front. Let's rotate in the opposite direction. Start big, start wide so that you can really get into the hips. You may experience some hip popping. Then bring it up into the belly. Sneak it up there. This is also a nice massage for your internal organs. We have some new patrons who may be watching, so I'm explaining a little bit more than I usually do. Come up into your rib cage. And as you make these movements, just notice the other things that move as well. Your intention may be to move your upper back and chest, but other things are moving too. Just noticing how your body's connected. Come back to center. Grab onto your shins, rock over your sit bones. Inhale your belly button forward, exhale it back, rocking forward and backward. So although your torso is moving, you're really focusing on the tilt of your pelvis. Try not to make this a big full body rock. Try to focus on just rocking that pelvis. And I'm using my shins to pull my belly button forward to really get the pelvis to tilt forward. What we're working on is getting the pelvis to tilt forward. That's using core muscles. You may find that to be true. Bring your hands to your knees. Now work on your chest. Inhale your chest forward. Exhale, draw it back. Got some flexion in your spine. We're working on the thoracic spine. So we work from the tailbone up, warming it up, just getting the spine prepared for what we're doing next. On your next inhale, lift your chin to the ceiling, lengthen your throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Press the back of your neck to the ceiling, drop your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, chin to chest. Once more, inhale, lift your chin. And exhale, chin to chest. Keep your chin against the chest. Press the back of your neck up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders. Slide your chin to the left. Slide right. Slide left. Slide right. Lift your chin up and over to the left. Let's hang out here for a second. Reach your chin over to the left. Feel that stretch on the right side of your neck and your face into your jaw. Lift your chin up and over to the right. Keep your shoulders dropped. And feel that all the way up into your masseter muscles. Lift your chin up and over to the left. And up and over to the right. Bring your head to center. Make sure you're an arm's length away from everything. I am not. Left arm out to the left, right hand to your heart. Inhale, left arm back. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Your rotation starts from your waist. And you're doing that so that you're not just flinging your arms or pulling your arms back, because you don't want to overstretch your chest, your pec muscles. You want to get some momentum happening first. Now inhale right, exhale left. Change where your exhale lands. Maybe you can feel, if you're quiet enough, maybe you can feel the movement actually causing breath to happen. Can you feel that sort of squeezing sound from the rotation of your lungs for this? Now slow down, come back to center. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw and your teeth. Bring yourself to hands and knees. If you need a blanket under your knees, do it. I'm in the back room of the studio, so it's carpeted, which I don't always recommend, but it works for me. Inhale, right arm, left leg up. Lengthen out through your left heel. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Reach out, arm alongside your ear. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. This time we're going to hold for 5 breaths. Right arm, left leg out. Press the floor away from you. See if you can get the top of that right foot to lay flat to the floor. Try not to curl your foot under. It's a little bit of cheating. It's like creating a kickstand. So see if you can use other things other than that right foot curling under. And release. Left arm, right leg. Belly button draws into your spine. Try not to sink in your back. You're not an old horse. You know, I've never said that before, but it kind of works, right? You're not an old horse. And release. Curl your toes under. Come into down dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Step to the top of the mat, half lift. Lift your chest and chin, fill your lungs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms out and overhead. I touch the ceiling in here. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Release your arms down to your sides. Feet a comfortable distance apart. Notice your breath, find your balance. I can tell being on a carpet, my balance is a whole lot different here, so I really have to focus on finding the balls of my feet. Let's move through series A. Inhale, arms out and overhead, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Belly pours into your thighs. Inhale, half lift, lift your chest and chin. Exhale, plank. Come forward to chaturanga. You can touch your knees to the floor if you need to. I'm kind of tired, so I will. Inhale, lift your chest, lift the crown of your head up. You can let your legs hang. Exhale, down dog, draw your hips back. We're going to hang out here for 5 breaths. Lengthen your waist, lengthen your arms. On your next inhale, step forward, half lift. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Forward fold. Arms out and overhead. And hands come to heart center. If you ever get lightheaded coming up, then take an extra breath. You may not want or need to take long, deep breaths. If you have low blood pressure, take extra breaths, an extra breath that you need. So I'm feeling kind of that way myself right now. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Plank to chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. On your next inhale, come forward, half lift. Forward fold. Lengthen out and up. Press into your feet as you come up. And on your exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's move through classical sun. Arms forward, hips forward, lengthen up and back. Forward fold. Half lift. Left leg back, knee to the ground. See if you can bring that knee back. Get a little sink in your hips. Inhale, arms overhead, shoulders over your hips. Feel yourself making a crescent with your leg and your arms. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale to knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Get a stretch out of that. Exhale it to the top, right knee down again. Try to find a crescent here. Palms meet overhead, lengthen up and back. Lengthen through your knee, through your fingertips. Exhale, hands to the mat. Push off, step to the top, half lift. Shoulders away from your ears. Forward fold. Arms forward, hips forward, another crescent shape. Hands come to heart center. Again, inhale, arms forward, hips forward. Forward fold. Half lift. Right leg back, knee to the ground. Palms meet overhead. Lengthen up and back, arms alongside your ears. Exhale, hands to the mat. Plank. Inhale. Exhale to knees, chest, and chin. Cobra. Down dog. Draw your right leg up behind you. Keep it straight as you bring it up. Exhale it to the top. Left knee down. Palms meet overhead. Lengthen up and back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to the top, half lift. Forward fold. Arms forward, hips forward, and hands come to heart center. Let's do a new one. Inhale, arms and hips forward. Forward fold. Half lift. Left leg back, knee to the ground. This time, keep your left hand on the ground. Right arm reaches forward, up and around. Rotate towards your right leg. Now, reach your right arm behind you, parallel to the floor. Rotate that torso. Draw your right rib cage to the right. Reach back to your left heel. Try to sink in your hips. Breathe. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Left knee off the floor, pivot. Bring your left heel to the floor. Open up. Extended right angle. Try not to have all of your weight on your right elbow. Keep your legs just as they are. Come up to warrior two. Use your core strength to bring your torso up. Take a peek. Make sure you see the second toe on your right foot. Draw that right knee to the right. Relax your shoulders. Let the weight from your shoulders sink down into your feet. Get a nice good foundation by dropping that weight down, like ballast. Let's do a triangle. Straighten your right leg, tip. Both hands to the mat. Step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale to knees, chest, and chin. Cobra. Down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale it to the top. Right knee down. Keep your right hand on the ground. Left arm forward, up and around. Start reaching up to 12 o'clock, lengthening your torso. This is where you can decide, can you get some sink in your hips? Reach your left arm behind you, open your chest. Draw your left rib cage back. Breathe. As you bring your left elbow to your left knee, bring your right knee off the floor, right heel to the floor. Open up. Take your time to open up. Extended right angle. Again, try not to have all of your weight on your left elbow. You've got big leg muscles. Use them. Bring yourself up, warrior two. Settle down into your feet. Make sure you see that second toe. Whoop, I didn't. There it is. So as you draw that knee to the left, make sure the ball of the big toe still draws down towards the floor. Don't put all your weight onto the pinky toe side. Share the weight. Straighten your left leg, tip, triangle. There's that pop I've been looking for. Nice pop in my little hamstring there. Hands to the mat, step to the top, half lift, forward fold, arms forward, hips forward, and hands come to heart center. We're going to do another round that's similar, but we're going to add one more component to it. Inhale, arms and hips forward, reach up and back. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Right leg back, knee to the ground. Keep your right hand on the ground. Again, this is where you're going to decide, can you sink? Rotate. Look back to your left, that's your right heel. Bring that heel up. See if you can grab on to the pinky toe side with your left hand. This is a quadricep stretch. I feel this on my right leg. So if I can sink my hips, so a lot of this is going to depend on what's open in your body right now. Your right hand is a kickstand. Put it where you need to put it. So if you want it out to the side a little bit more, can this help open up your body? Or maybe you feel more stable, keeping it a little bit hugged in. Your quadriceps may not even allow you to hold on to the foot. See what you can do. Release that right leg down. Curl your toes under. Bring the knee off the floor. Left elbow, left knee. Open up. The slower you go, the more muscles you're using. Grace takes a lot of muscles, folks. It's not just for ballerinas. Perhaps you can bring your left hand to the floor if your hips are ready for it. We just did a lot of hip stuff. Maybe you're ready for it. Come up to warrior two. We're just going to hang out here for a moment just so we can turn it back into a triangle pose. Let's get those hamstrings again. Maybe your hand is to your shin. Maybe your hand can sneak to the floor this time. Bend your left knee, hands to the mat, step back into plank, inhale. On your exhale, come to knees, chest, and chin. Try to keep your hips lifted so you can dip. Inhale, slide to cobra, peel up like a can of cat food. Exhale, down dog, pull back. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Get it to the top. Left knee down. Left hand stays down. Right arm forward, up, and around. See if you can sink in your hips. Bring that left foot up. Hold on from the pinky toe side. Ho, 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 quadriceps. There they are. Jeezy, crazy. Take long, deep breaths. And it's okay for your right foot to sort of be like falling out to the side. As long as your knee is pointed in the same direction as your toes, that's fine. Release that left foot down. Curl your toes under, lift your knee, right elbow, right knee, open up, extended right angle. Take your time, unfurl. Bring your right hand to the floor if you're ready for it. Bring your torso up. Warrior two for a moment. Straighten that right leg, tip, find a triangle again. Maybe it feels different this time. Soften your right knee, hands to the top, push off, step to the top, half lift. Forward fold. Arms forward, hips forward, and hands come to heart center. All right, so now that we've done a whole lot of quadricep and twisting and things like that, we're going to work on King Dancer. So come on up to, oh, you're already standing. We came there together. Oh, God. Sorry, Dr. Breedlove. Dropped my water bottle. All right. Bring your weight to your left leg. Now, if you need to use the wall, face the wall and be a left arm distance away from the wall. Bring your right foot up and pivot so that your hand, your right hand, no, bring your right, I don't know what I just said. Anyway, bring your right foot up. Hold on from the right side. Hold on to the arch, okay? Draw your knees together. Press the top of your foot into your hand. You want to feel it pull your arm away. Then keep that tension. Slide that right knee back. See if you can tip on that left hip. You're going to get a hamstring stretch on the left leg, a quadricep stretch on your right leg. You've got a back bend going on here, and there's a little bit of a rotation in opening up your chest here. Keep pressing your foot into your hand. If you've got your balance, man, this is where the carpeting is not helping me. My ankle is not stable. So I'm going to hold on to the wall. So that can just be a good lesson for all of you. Draw your right knee down, place your foot to the floor. Let's switch sides. If you have a balance, if you feel like you're not stable when you're practicing your yoga on carpet, try on a hardwood floor or whatever in the kitchen. Carpeting makes a difference. I have fairly good balance. This is really hard for me to balance. So it doesn't take much to destabilize you. This is why I'm not a fan of beach yoga. Okay. Stand on your right leg. Bring up your left foot. Hold on from the big toe side. Knees draw in. You don't want your knees splaying out. Press your foot into your hand. Draw that left knee back. Slide it back. Tip on your hip. See what you can do with this. Try to open up more. See if you can open your chest, lengthen that leg against your hand. This is one of my favorite poses because you're working with that tension that helps to create more space in the pose. It seems counterintuitive, but that's what makes it work, is pressing your foot against your hand to create more opening back there. Draw that left knee down and place your foot to the floor. I love that pose, especially when I get to balance, when I'm not on carpet. All right, bring yourself down to the floor. Let's release your back bends. Legs out in front, Paschimottanasana. Feet are flexed. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, come forward and down. Keep your feet flexed, keep your legs engaged. Take long, deep breaths. Lengthen from your waist. Pulling your shoulders into your ears doesn't make your forward fold any better. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. If anything, some of what I'm trying to accomplish, or sort of like my goalposts in this pose, I'm trying to get my face over my knees, or in that space between my knees. So if my back is rounded, then my nose is pointing between my thighs. So I'm trying to get my nose to point between my knees. Arms alongside your ears. Inhale, come up. And arms down to the sides. Let's do Janu Sirshasana. Tuck your right foot in. Sole of the foot to the inside of your thigh, so your foot's not underneath your leg. Hips and shoulders square to the top. Keep that foot flexed. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, come forward and down. See where you can go. Maybe you're holding on to your ankle or your calf, depends on what your hamstrings are ready for. Perhaps you can hold on to the pinky toe side with your left hand. I really like to have my spine parallel to my leg because I feel a tweak in my back when I try to bring my face over your knee, over the knee. Well, my face is not going over your knee. My knee either. Now let's go for a twist. I love twists. Maybe you can grab onto the outside of your foot, the pinky toe side with your right hand. If that's not a thing, grab onto your calf with your right hand. You want to keep a nice long spine. Left arm opens up. Draw your left rib cage back. Wrap your arm around your back so that your palm is facing away from you. If you've got a nice open chest, you may be able to get your left hand to the inside of your right thigh. Focus on lengthening your spine. You're not going to get a better twist by rounding your back. Reaching your foot with your right hand is not an achievement if you've got a rounded back. The focus is this twist, and to have a good twist, you have a nice long spine. Unwrap your left arm, reach everything to the top of the mat, lengthen your back. Inhale, bring yourself up, and arms down to the sides. Let's switch legs. Right leg out, left foot in. Shavasana, inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, come forward and down. Torso parallel to your leg. Shoulders away from your ears, your foot is flexed. Your quadriceps are engaged. Your calf muscle is engaged. Early on, when I was practicing yoga, I would keep my legs relaxed in Shavasana and in Paschimottanasana, what we just did. And it would cause my hips to go out of socket when I did my forward fold and my legs were relaxed. So for me, it's crucial for me to keep my leg muscles engaged. It actually makes the pose more comfortable for me. So I'm just giving you some tips, things that I've experienced. All right, grab onto your foot or your leg with your left hand. Nice long spine. That determines where you're going to hold on to your leg. Right arm reaches out, open up from your waist first, then draw your arm back, wrap it around your body. See what you can find. Maybe you're just wrapping it around your torso. That's fine. Take long, deep breaths. On your inhales, you lengthen. On your exhales, you rotate. Look forward. Unwind. Reach everything to the top. Inhale, bring yourself up. Arms down to the sides. Let's go for Baddha Konasana, a nice symmetrical pose. Slide the soles of your feet together, or if your hips are tight, stuff's tight, you've got a diamond pose. If you're in a diamond, grab onto your ankles. If you've got it tight, pulled in, grab onto your toes. Lengthen yourself up and forward. If you're coming forward and your heels are close in, as you're pulling up on your toes, press your forearms or your elbows into your thighs. You're working to get your shoulders away from your ears. Again, getting your shoulders to your ears does nothing. When you draw your shoulders down, that helps to engage. Maybe you can notice it. Feel the muscles that are relaxed when your shoulders are up into your ears. When you draw your shoulder blades down and shoulders away from your ears, when you lengthen, notice everything that engages down your back. That's what you're looking for. You have these big, awesome muscles on your back. We want them to be strong. Bring yourself up. Pound your inner thighs. Bring legs forward. Bring your legs forward. Open up. Baddha Konasana. Wide angle pose. Feet are flexed. Sneak your hands in right up to your back to get nice lift in your spine and a tilt forward to your pelvis. If you've got tight stuff, you may not be able to get your arms up to your back. This may be your pose. You may stay here or tip yourself forward. You're working on trying to get your belly to the floor, not your face. Your face should be the last thing that touches the floor. So you're tipping your pelvis forward. You can walk your hands forward, or you can grab onto your big toes. Keep your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. It's been a long time since I've done this holding onto my toes. This feels kind of nice. With every inhale, you lengthen out. With every exhale, you let yourself sink just a little bit more, a hair. This is not a fast pose. You're letting your breath guide the movement, and your body takes its time. So unless you're like already super flexible, this pose takes time. Most poses take time. Whatever. Most poses take time. All right, bring yourself up. Press the floor away. Grab your knees, bring them in. Oh, give yourself a nice hug. And come down to the floor for Shavasana. So I'm going to count 26 of my breaths for our Shavasana. I am going to Shavas with you. Find a comfortable position. Take a deep inhale. Sigh. Take one more deep inhale. And sigh. Find an effortless breath. Deepen your breath. Move your fingers, move your toes. Reach your arms above you on the floor. Get a big stretch. Roll to one side. Take your time coming up to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep inhale. Blow it out. Deep inhale. Blow it out. One more inhale. Blow it out. Find your natural breath. Sit nice and tall. Lift the sides of your mouth. Think to yourself, may I be happy. Bring to mind someone you love and think to them, may you be happy. And think of your community. And think to all of your community, may we be happy. May all beings in the universe be happy and free. And may our actions and our thoughts contribute to their happiness and their freedom. Namaste. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.